National Population Commission, providing demographic data for national development.
The National Assembly will develop an action plan to work in synergy with the executive to facilitate the smooth conduct of the 2023 census project, to generate evidence-based data that will aid in planning for the delivery of dividends of democracy to our country. You will all agree with me that planning without credible data is a keen motion without progress, because no meaningful result will be achieved. I wish to congratulate the President and the Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for taking yet another great step in repositioning the country for optimum development by approving the conduct of the national census in 2023. The census will be coming up 17 years after the last exercise conducted in 2006. This is yet another milestone by this administration worthy of commendation.
Census Track is brought to you by the National Population Commission, the Nigerian government agency that provides demographic data for national development. The National Population Commission is undertaking a post-enumeration survey in 6 selected local governments in each of the 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria from 18th to 29th October 2022. The local governments are the same where a full enumeration was conducted during the trial census, and they are Karu in Nasarawa State, Daura in Katsina State, Bras in Bayelsa State, Imekwafon in Ogun State, Idemili North, Anambra State, and Tungo in Adamawa State. Activities during trial PES fieldwork includes building numbering and household listing from 18th October to 22nd October, validation of enumeration area frame from 23rd October to 24th October, enumeration from 25th October to 29th October, and monitoring and evaluation of trial PES in selected states starting from 18th October and ending on 29th October 2022. Chairman of the National Population Commission, Nasir Isa Kwara, is appealing for the usual cooperation from all stakeholders, especially those being enumerated, so as to contribute towards a credible, reliable, and acceptable population and housing census figures in 2023. National Population Commission, providing demographic data for national development. Birnin Kudu, Dutse, Mega, Malam Maduri, Hadeja, Birniwa, Kizaure, Magatari, and Bubura are the 9 council areas where the 2022 trial census was held in Jigawa State. Dr. Ismail Lawal Suleiman, the Federal Commissioner representing Kano State, was mandated to work in Jigawa State as a covering Federal Commissioner to provide the necessary leadership to drive the exercise towards the success that it was.
Significant lessons that we've so far learned from the trial census include how we should go about recruiting the ad hoc staff. Two, the quality of the enumeration areas that we demarcated. The house listing that we did, and then the listing of households, that also has indicated to us areas where we need to improve and areas where the work itself, has been quite good. So the trial census itself has indicated to us some of these lessons. The other lessons, will come when we finalize all the results and then we analyze, the data. There are other things also that the trial census is designed to teach us. One of them is, of course, how we can, when we finish interviews using our handheld computer devices that we call PDAs, when we complete the assignment, how we transmit the results to the cloud storage for us to subsequently retrieve and do analysis. We also, in terms of, the trial census, we've seen the kind of logistic support that has been extended, to our ad hoc staff. So we've learned quite a lot of lessons. In fact, even the publicity itself has shown us that in many places, yes, we can have posters in English and in Hausa written in English script, but we've also discovered that in some places we need to write, in Ajami script, so that people who are unable to read in English script can also read, our posters and know the messages that we want to convey.
Ishaku Musa prayed to God to help those planning for the census to succeed, as it will contribute to his community benefiting from government social amenities. Enumerators and supervisors said the publicity given to the trial census contributed to its wide acceptance with no rejection.
We have already have a mobilization exercise with all the people, the villagers, town traditional rulers, the chairman of local government and their councils, women group, and all. So the exercise is receiving a good attention, and the cooperation is very, very, has been wonderful. No challenge. Everybody is coming up. You ask them, they are ready to assist with their answering questions. So it has been very successful.
So far there is no any too much challenge. Only that if you are interviewing the people in this kind of area, they don't know their ages. The exactly ages they don't know. So because a lady can tell you she's 20 years, but if you start interviewing her, she say she has maybe 8 years old girl or boy or something like that. So how can a 12 years old girl give birth to a 8 years boy or girl? So it's another challenge. So you must compare the ages, maybe with what we call historical event.
Seriously, we don't have any challenges so far, because the EA, they welcome us wholeheartedly, and they are also rejoicing myself that we are here working in their village.
Ibrahim Ahmed Iro is the Jigawa State Director of the National Population Commission.
We have been receiving cooperations from the state government and assistance from the state government, local governments, and stakeholders, relevant stakeholders, that is women leaders, religious leaders, and other groups that we have mobilized them during our town hall meetings.
The 2022 trial census was conducted in 9 local governments of Kwara State as the field functionaries speak on their experience.
Where I worked as a supervisor, I think the cooperation there was okay. They offer us their best possible.
Actually, the exercise has been a great achievement, considering the level of cooperation we received by the people in the communities visited.
Yeah, the challenge so far is that at times when you get to some people's house, they will start complaining to you, what have you come to do? Even some people will not tend to attend to you at times. So it has been a very, very tough challenge. And even at times, there are some people that they will have to go to the market in the morning. They go very early and they come back late at night. So it has not been easy for us to enumerate some houses. So I'm covering Ogele, Mogi Petroleum at Ogele.
Kehinde and Babatunde Adejare are optimistic of progress for state and country having been enumerated.
It's a good thing that one is part of this enumeration. At least you have a sense of belonging.
The importance of a census for Nigerians is for us to know the actual number of people in Nigeria and for government to know how to plan for the masses.
Adebayo Yusuf said the Kwara State Director and Razak Foloronsho Gidado, the Federal Commissioner who had earlier inspected the trial census, are optimistic that the success achieved in Kwara State will be repeated.
Even the trial census itself is a way of convincing the populace, Nigerians, that the Population Commission is ready to give us accurate, reliable, workable and acceptable census come 2023.
We were able to receive high-level cooperation from various communities, so therefore we are not that disappointed. I have not said that we didn't have hiccups here, a little itches here and there, but all the same, when I'm to gauge, I must say that we have done very well. The experience on the field was fantastic, and the whole exercise therefore became very, very interesting. So it was a huge success. And I want to say a big kudos to MPC, because from the report I've been getting from even some other states apart from Kwara, I think we have really tried. All measures put in place, they were very, very successful. At least from the report I've been able to gather.
Ibrahim and Muhammad Awal Dangadu are both residents of Karaye in Meyama local government of Kebbi State, who are proud and happy to have been enumerated during the 2022 trial census in Kebbi State. According to Dangadu, all the questions asked by the enumerators were answered by him as head of household. Waziri Awal and Abdul Wahab Garba Karaye, who spoke in the same vein, said they were told to await the census officials even before their arrival in Karai village, and they cooperated with the enumerators. From all indications, the people of Kebbi State are always ready to cooperate with census officials, as confirmed by the enumerators and their supervisors.
The challenge that we are facing here is some of the house members, they are not around. So when we are come for the enumeration, we are not meet them. Some they are travel to the state. So some they are just take like 2 weeks or 1 month. They are not around in the during the enumeration, and they are member of the household. So this is the challenge that we are facing here in this EA down below in Kebbi.
So the trial census exercise here is going very smoothly. We find the district head, the village head of the area, they have given a maximum support for this exercise. I am very aware yesterday's night the village head of the area has used a town crier to announce for this exercise, and we have seen the good result on that. We find people here waiting for us, and they give us maximum cooperation. Even this old man, I met him, he packed all his load going to farm, but when I tell him that this is a so issue that bring me here, he cooperate with me, and he stay till out how we finish with him. So people here in the area, they have given the maximum cooperation. The few challenges we have here is just, it comes to the season of rainy season. People are in their farms. So we have to wait. We have to come here very early, and we have to close in the night so that we can able to see them face to face.
Lawal Kengiwa is the Kebbi State Director of the National Population Commission.
Trial Census will guide National Population Commission to know where there is a problem or what do Commission achieve. And if there is a problem, Commission will try and address the problem. Commission will use this trial census to know that the equipment used are functioning properly, enumerators that have been recruited are enough, or Commission need more enumerators during post-coming census.
And all the areas we visited in the state, the work is going well. There is publicity, people are aware, and they are staying, waiting for the interviewers to come. This one is highly appreciated because without their cooperation, we hardly succeed.
Ibrahim Magaji Karai, the village head of Karai, told Population Timeline that his people were advised to answer all questions posed to them by enumerators as a way of contributing towards a credible census. We welcomed the census officials to our houses with open arms are the words of this housewife, Zari Alidu of Magaji local government of Zamfara State, where the Federal Commissioner Muhammad Muttaka Rini led the monitoring team during the 2022 trial census in the state. The trial census was conducted in 9 council areas of Zurmi, Shinkafi, Magaji, Gusau, Bungudu, Maru, Anka, Bakura and Bukium. Traditional rulers as key stakeholders were involved in each stage of the exercise to pave the way for cooperation of the people. For the supervisors and enumerators, the experience gained will help them during the 2023 population and housing census, as the cooperation required from the local government and the people are cherished.
We are able to cover the whole 100% house listening and building numbering. And we are now commencing the enumeration exercise today.
What is the level of cooperation you receive from the
So far, we have received maximum cooperation from the people of Mudoma since we started this exercise. We don't have any problem with the community and they are cooperating with us.
The leadership of the National Population Commission are unanimous that the careful planning has been complemented with hard work in the field of gathering information.
I'm very, very impressed and satisfied with what I saw on the ground for now. Everything is going on smoothly as planned.
Challenges, because the main challenges is this: it is only in one place we find out that registration. So one house, just from that one up to now, that was registered.
Professor of Geography and Federal Commissioner representing Kogi State, Jimo Habibat Isa, led the inspection team during the 2022 Trial Census in Kogi State.
The National Population Commission has a well-articulated methodology alongside with instrument that we have just tested. If anything, the trial census is the microcosm of the census we're expecting come March, April next year. The level of success is huge. I am impressed, particularly when I move from one location to another following the enumerators. I was very impressed with the type of job they have done, that they were doing and they have done up till now. Nobody ever complained that, look, I never heard about this exercise. Everybody claimed that they have been well informed about the exercise going on, which shows the advocacy program put in place by National Population Commission was very apt.
Those who have been enumerated commend the federal government for this bold initiative.
But I know when you have the number of people that you are taking care of, that are supposed to take care of, you know how to plan for them. I think that's the importance of population.
The enumerators said the personal device assistance, the PDA, worked as expected.
Every Nigerian to be very active. They should come out and get themselves counted because it's very important and it helps. It's going to help the government, federal government, to plan very well for the country. So it's very okay for everybody to come out and get counted.
We are not having much challenge because of the type of training we have. All my staff, I have good hands. All my staff, the enumerator I use here, they are good. That's why who give me confidence and the excellence I achieve here. I don't have challenge here. And here is an urban center, educated, everything goes well.
Our traditional rulers, they were so wonderful in terms of cooperation, in terms of support. The same thing some community development association, they really assisted us so much, to the extent that the locals, that is the hunters, the vigilantes, were made available for us to tackle whatever security challenge that we might see. But let me also add that we were proactive in our approach. We actually planned well ahead in case there will be any problem. But we thank God, to the glory of God, we did not experience any. And of course, there are other challenges. The issue of terrain, because the program involves movement of personnel in large number and also materials. And so definitely there will be one issue or the other along the line. So we were able to at least combat that, also considering the terrain where we worked. Some are in typical rural areas, some in riverine areas like Ibaji. Those are the few challenges that we face, but we were able to tackle that.
Adavi, Okehi, Ajokuta, Ibaji, Omala, Ida, Mopamuro, Yagba West and Lokoja local governments witnessed the 2022 Trial Census. you.